Hello everyone. So welcome to this projection of planes surface tutorial. So we'll discuss problem number 1. Problem number 1 is a thin pentagonal plate of side 30 mm rests on one of its sides on HP. Rests on one of its sides on HP. So this side of the plate is inclined at 45 degree to VP and the surface of the plate is inclined at 30 degree to HP. So if we consider the orientation of the plate with respect to HP and VP here, okay, so let us take an pentagon. So here the edge which is resting on HP is making 45 degree with respect to VP, and the surface on which it is inclined, it makes an angle of 45 degree to HP here, 30 degree to HP. Okay. Now this one is what? HP, horizontal plane, vertical plane. Okay, so you need to draw its projection. Okay. So now let us start solid edge. So now click on create a drawing option, go for first seat setup. So you can specify here it is what a plane, name as plane 1. Then background is A4 and size automatically will become A4. Now use fit option. Okay, then you go to view menu, then select here background sheet to remove the revision history as well as title block. Again go back to view menu, turn off background sheet. So now we will get plane 1 tab only. Okay, now you just draw one thin line here, make that one as an of 0.25 thickness. You just mark the reference line, that is what x y xy line. So here you mark VP and here you mark HP. So now based on problem definition, one head has to be resting on HP. Okay, so that means make this plane first parallel to HP and draw its top view. Okay, so draw its top view. So now in this case they have not provided whether the corner is nearer to HP VP or edge is nearer to VP, so they are not provided. Now let us go for orientation of this edge on HP. Okay, so now to draw the pentagon you go for angle method here, select an line. So you just draw one vertical line. So side is 30 mm. Okay, so here you provide angle, length as 30, angle as minus 90. So now if you are getting confusion to calculate the angle when you are placing edge vertical, you do one thing. First you draw a normal pentagon, placing one edge as an horizontal. Okay, so now based on the outside angle, so you go for calculation, it is what 72 here. For second one you go for 30 and it is what 144. Next you go for 30, angle as 216. Then you go for close here. Okay, so once you done it, so now use rotate option here, use rotate option. By the side of move you got a rotate option. So now you turn off copy option here. So how much angle you want to rotate? Just you provide angle. Then select pentagon, click on any one reference point, okay, then you mark here, okay. So now this edge becomes now vertical, okay? So now you just move here, now here is this one, okay? Now let us go for marking the corner points A, B, C, D, E. Now go for a little bit zoom here. Now you just project all these points over XY line. So now for projection of these lines you go for a thin line here. Now obtain thin line of 0.13. Okay. Now draw a thick line, so passing through all the projected points over XY line, so make this line as a thicker one. Okay. Now let us mark all namings over front view. So here we are going to get A dash, so next you have a B dash here. In bracket you go for back hidden point, that is what E dash. Next mark here C dash and D dash. Okay. Now let us go for orientation of this front view, making an angle of 45 degree, making an angle of 30 degree to HP here, an angle 30 degree to HP. So now you go for move with copy option here, place a box, okay, then you specify any one end point, then you just drop to some distance. Now use rotate option, okay, you go for little bit zoom, now I'll go for rotate, I'll select entire objects, okay, and I'll mark here one end point. Now how much angle you want to rotate, provide that much angle. Now I want to rotate 30 degree here, okay, so give some reference point here, then you drop. So you can measure angle, it is 30 degree, okay. So the thing is that you you need to measure the middle point here, because here you have not made any notification, or we have not made any mark here, okay. So to get that point, you go to arc by center point method, so measure the radius here, approximately you are getting 17.63, okay. Now I will take arc by center point method, this is the center point, so now radius is 17.63. Now we can just remove unwanted portion. So the construction line what you are using for projection purpose as well as for reference purpose R should be of a 0.25 thickness, okay. Now drop down the line. If you are getting confusion about the projection lines, you can just change the colors here, okay. Now similarly you project from horizontal line, sorry, from top view. So now as you need to place the reference points here, so this is about reference point A. So to copy this one on the right side drawing, so you just hold down the control button and just move your cursor. You are going to get a plus sign, then you just take it and drop on required position. Similarly here, so this is what copying the already drawn letters here. Okay. Now use line. So now join the points here. So move your cursor over both of the lines. You are going to get some intersection point here. Okay. Now as line thickness has to change 0.5, that is what black. Okay. Now next step, the edge on which it's resting, that is going to make 45-degree inclination with respect to VP. So now to do this one, you go for move with copy option. Okay, so I'm going to select entire top view here. Okay, and I'll just move outside here. Okay. Now as it is to make 45-degree inclination, so I'll just move here these objects a little bit downside. I'll take back again. Now I'll take one line here. Okay, so I'll just draw, which is to be of an angle of 45 degree here. So I'll go for minus 45. Okay. Now check angle. Now I'm just moving objects here, taking one reference point. I'm just going to place over here. Now this entire drawing has to rotate, so that means the edge which is resting on HP, the edge is CD here. The CD edge has to be collinear with this inclined line. Okay, so to do that one, I will go for rotate here. I will select the entire drawing. I will make this point as a reference point. So how much angle you want to rotate? You want to rotate 45 degree. Okay. Okay. Now take line. So you just project all these points above XY line. Now let us zoom here to draw the lines from front view to get the final view. This is already there. Now you take care intersection of the lines here. Okay. So here you got a. Now as I said again, you just hold it and you are going to get a plus sign. Okay. place over here. Okay, so now this has to be rotated. Check out the rotation angle. Now it is a minus 30 here. Let us go for a 0. Now similarly hold. Now you need to separate here, okay, because here you got a different positions. Okay, so here I got a letter E here. Okay, so this is what E. As I said, you just select here and go to text properties. You just change this angle to 0 here. Okay, now A is over, E is over. So here you got a D point. Okay, so I'm just going to change here only D. Now where you are getting? You are getting B here. So let us go for this one as what a B point. Last point is C here. Okay, so this point is what C. Okay, now to get the final position, so you just observe the points here. So this point is E, this point is A, this point is B. Okay, so this point is D, and this point is B. So here you got a point C here. Okay, now I'll take a line of thickness 0.5. Now from point A dash to E dash, okay, E dash to D dash, then C dash, then B dash, then A dash. So once you're done, you just provide your roll number as well as the lesson. So specify major dimensions. Okay, so this completes problem number 1.